Alrighty, welcome back to the Nimrodjaune podcast. I'm your host Jack Adewale, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jack Adewale. I do these once a week, and yeah, shout out to all my podcast listeners, Spotify listeners, YouTube watchers. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for the support in the most recent videos. Thank you, and yeah, let's jump right into it. And I have to first start this off with an acknowledgement. I understand the privilege that comes with living in America and being ignorant. Right? I understand that. I understand the power I possess with that. Right? But with that being said, I do not care about politics. I really don't. It's never been something that I ever entertained, really, until I got, I guess, around this age that I am now 18. It wasn't until around this time where I even gave the slightest inkling to what's going on in the world, because before it didn't really matter to me. If it didn't affect my current life right now or anybody around me current life, it didn't matter to me. And I understand the way I'm speaking is very crazy. I understand the privilege I get from not having to worry about other people's situations and circumstances. I understand it. But from my perspective and just how I perceived politics to me, ever since I was a kid, has always felt like power. It always felt like a power struggle to me. Like, oh, we want the power to do this. We want the power to do that. We want the power to do this. It never, to me, I never had seen any good form or debate about politics ever. My family never debated politics when we were younger. When I was young, I never seen my mom or my dad debate politics ever. My dad they would keep up with it, but sometimes, but it never would, in my life, it never was like an interest that, oh yeah, you have to know what's going on. My mom, I don't even think my mom watched the news. My dad might watch the news every now and then. My mom probably gets her news off TikTok. That's bad. I gotta change that for my mom. I ain't gonna lie. If my mom's getting her news off TikTok, I gotta change that. But I never seen a healthy version of politics. So I never felt like, okay, this is something I should adventure down. It never was. So even now that I probably said in the past, but my history teacher would ask us who watched the news last night, or who's been watching, or who's been keeping up with the news. And I would never raise my hand, because even though it's very important, I just don't. It never was anything like that. And going back to power, it always seemed like whatever party was trying to fight for the power to do whatever they felt would please whomever. And I'm not saying it's either or, whatever. I'm just saying it always felt like they were trying to appease a certain person or to a certain group to make sure they can maintain that power. With that being said, I feel like it's valid, but I see the other side of it. Not like in politics, because my justification would be they don't do nothing for black people. That's not a fair. Because, okay, they don't do nothing for you. Okay. But if they're making sure other people are safe and everything is thriving, it's cool. But it's also a valid reason, because if you're not going to do nothing for me, but you're going to do something for everybody else, why would I want to vote for you? And even though, I agree with something that he said, where he said, if we should all pool our votes together and speak with each Democratic Republican leaders to see what's their, I guess you could say, political, what's their message they're trying to get across. And with that, I feel like that makes sense to me, because at least we know now what they're going to do for black people. Because Barack Obama, the war criminal, he ain't do nothing. I vividly remember in middle school, my 8th grade teacher gave us this speech, and it stunned everybody. If you could find me one thing Barack Obama did for black people, I will make sure you get an A on every assignment for the rest of the year. You won't have to do no homework or classwork. Boom. I still don't know. And he said specifically for black people. Getting on to the topic of Obama, I believe it's not okay for me to dislike him because he didn't do anything for his people. When if I was in his position, I probably wouldn't have done nothing either. Like, I can't imagine the pressure it is to be a war criminal. Actually, take that back. Take my salute back. To be a war criminal and then still be expected to be a black, like, to do stuff for black people. Like, that's so hard. Like, I can imagine that's so hard to do. I don't know how he did it. He's really good at it. Like, he's real diplomatic with it. And how he got elected 8 years. He got his second election. I don't know how. Actually, I'm lying. I know how. He's black. I remember when Donald Trump came into office. This is how I know branding and like perception and conditioning is crazy. Cause I was like, oh yeah, Donald Trump came in office, calling a nigga trumpet. Like, I'm just doing a whole bunch of dumb jokes, right? Like, I don't like Donald Trump, fuck Donald Trump, right? This is 3rd grade when he gets in office. 3rd grade, yeah, probably. I can't name you not a single policy from that time. Not one. That age, I couldn't name you one, and even now I can't name you one. Well, from that time. So, I had no real reason to hate Donald Trump. I just hated him based off of what everybody else said. You know what? You gotta hate him. And that's the crowd mentality I don't want to happen. That's the crowd mentality that got Obama reelected twice and made me hate Donald Trump. I didn't even know. I guarantee you, if I was allowed to vote during that time, I would have voted for Obama both times. A black nigga in office. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Look at the black man in office, man. Shining. Look at him. As soon as Donald Trump come, here this nigga go. Fuck Donald Trump. I would have been on that same wave if I was allowed to vote. Because with how my mind was at that time, whatever is considered the right way to go, that's what I'm doing. And now I had to realize you can't do it that way. You have to make an opinion for yourself on this person. You know what? I like this person based off of whatever principles, whatever they deem is worthy. I like this person. And you know what? I don't really like this person all too much or whatever, right? Whatever. I don't really know what people would like about Trump, but that's not up to me because I'm not educated to know, right? On the know-how. But one thing I could say that, okay, I guess is fair is if you can, I heard somebody say this, if you can appease to the hope of whatever a certain demographic is looking for, anything you want will be handed to you. Like, it's so easy to become the black hope, the black whatever. It's so easy to be there. It's really only 2 things. Be famous or be rich. Or be educated. If you're all 3, my good God, you basically a black god in this space. There's some people that looked at Obama like he was that. Because he was black, rich, famous, and educated. If you can become all 3, it's super easy to become the black hope. It's super easy to become the person that people are going to rally behind, be like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. It's super easy to do that. And that's the kind of problem I have now looking back at it with politics. Because it's so easy. It's so easy to get fooled. And that's probably another reason why I stayed away from politics. Because I knew at that age I wasn't, or I guess I ran away from politics because I doubted my own intelligence of being able to understand it and be able to speak on it. I don't know why. for whatever reason, I just doubted my own ability to be able to not comprehend, but to accurately be able to make the right decision in politics. I'm not saying every time I'm going to, but to be like 95% to make sure my politics are in order. I just doubted I could do it. So to now that I'm somewhat delving into it, about to make my first dive into it, like learning about the last like 40 to 50 years. It's been, no, I'm smart enough to do this. Why did I run from this? I guess I was just scared of politics because it always seemed like something above me. Like politics were like here to me. And now I'm realizing that politics isn't so, it isn't so hard to understand. There's a lot of things about politics is just common sense. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna vote a convicted rapist. Like that any person under the sun should be able to understand that. And I realized, I knew the switch was starting to happen when I cared the slightest about any, when I realized I started to care about any form of genocide or anything like that going on in the world, I knew, okay, yeah, some things is changing. Like, I'm actually starting to pay attention. I didn't know anything was happening to Palestine. I didn't know. Free Palestine, free Congo, free all those people. I didn't know anything was going on. And so I was like, oh, this is happening? Oh, they're at war still? Why are they at war? What is the purpose for this? When I got here, I was like, okay, there's levels to this. And me not understanding this is privilege. Like, everything I just said within the past, I don't know how long I've been recording, it's privilege. The privilege to not have to understand politics is privilege. The running away from politics because you feel like it's too above your intelligence is privilege. Not caring and going about your daily life because politics is a means to an end for you is privilege. A lot of these things that's going on are privilege. It's privilege. And I understand that I've been blessed to not have to worry about politics, not want to worry about politics or black issues or anything of that sort until now. Well, even now, I just now starting to dive into it, so I won't even say till now in general, just not have to worry about it. I understand the privilege about it. With that being said, that doesn't feel like I'm wrong. I don't feel like I'm wrong for this. Because yeah, cool. Like I said, I understand both sides. Yes, just because they don't help me doesn't mean I shouldn't care about other people and how they're treated, which I can agree on. Just because somebody else isn't being treated the way, it doesn't mean I have to automatically say, nah, I don't care about it, fuck politics, right? But on the other hand, if everybody else is getting something, but they can't even throw us a bone, why should I care? It's like everybody else getting money. And now when I decide, hey, can I get some? And somebody says, fuck you. Why should I swear allegiance to these people? I just don't. In my brain right now, my reaction to politics is, like, my understanding of politics is, it's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. Okay, what can we do? What policies are we actually trying to make? The policy side of, the actual politics side of debating on policies and things like that, that too is great. I believe that you should be able to debate politics in a healthy manner, right? And I don't believe that you should unfriend somebody because of what they choose to believe in political party, unless it starts dealing with human rights. When it starts trying to take away the right to do whatever, that's where I gotta start backtracking. When it feels like when the other side is basically dehumanizing a certain group of people, that's where you gotta be like, I don't know about you as a person. Because what you believe in shows who you are as a person. When you believe in a certain religion, this is supposed to be the person you are supposed to be, even though that's not how it is majority of the time. And I got a video on that. But that's how you're supposed to be this way because you believe in a religion. You believe in this political party, my initial reaction is you believe in these certain set of ideals, meaning you're a type of person that's dangerous to be around. Meaning we shouldn't feel the need to communicate in any way because of what you believe in. What you believe in is so deadly to just human beings in general that we don't have nothing to speak on. But with that being said, I also believe in everybody should be at that whole dumb ordeal of everybody should be allowed to believe in and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, true. Cool. There's certain limitations to it. When people start talking about war, death, and taking away human rights, that's where we gotta be like, no. That's where we gotta draw the line. But if that's the case, then every president would have to be. I mean, my teacher did make the argument that every president in the United States history has a history, or you could make the argument is a war criminal. Shout out Barry. But that's just what I've been thinking on right now. I guess that's just where my opinions are laid right now. Yeah.